Deebo. One more Deebo. Subtopic. I found it interesting that his trade market was surprisingly tepid. The Niners were talking about a king's ransom if we could get this or that. I saw it was reported like a week before the draft that the Jets were offering pick 10. Niner fans were like, we want more. I saw that Kobe Bryant meme a lot. More. Yeah, maybe if they offered 35 and 38 too. It turns out the Niners' 2 offers for Deebo was the Jets 10, but the Niners had to send back 61, which is crazy. Or the Detroit Lions, who offered pick 32 and 3rd. I was surprised. Were you surprised that the trade market was not, the Niners didn't get a king's ransom for Deebo Samuel?
No, I wasn't, because I had said the whole time that the market had been set with the Tyreek Hill trade and the Devontae Adams trade. Those trades were equivalent to pick like 14 and 13. I forget which one was which. Debo's was basically equivalent to like pick 15, and AJ Brown's was equivalent to pick 16.
Yeah.
The trade from the Jets was anyways.
Right.
So no, that's what the market was. Now, there was some hope that maybe they could get like 10 and 38 if they threw in 61 or 93 or whatever. Like I started to think, okay, maybe this is a possibility, just only because the Jets had missed out on so many receivers that they really wanted this one.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I didn't expect, everybody on, you better get 2 firsts, you better get a first and a Pro Bowler and 2/3 next year. Like, no, that's not what wide receivers go for in this league, especially ones that you have to pay $25 to $30 million. So no, I wasn't surprised. But here's what I will say. What I noticed from this is I think the 49ers have an evaluation problem when it comes to their own players compared to what the rest of the league thinks about them. Exhibit A is Jimmy Garoppolo. Whatever they wanted for Jimmy, nobody was willing to come close to that offer. Whatever they expected to get for Deebo, nobody was willing to come close to that offer. I think the 49ers misevaluate what the rest of the league thinks about players, possibly in general, based off of some of their questionable draft picks, but for sure the players on their roster.
They think the rest of the league is stupid. Like, they think the rest of the league doesn't know what the 49ers really think about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
Really? Everyone knows what you think about Jimmy Garoppolo. It doesn't matter what you say. We all know you don't like him. And the rest of the league doesn't like him either. For the same reasons you don't. And with Deebo, like, you have really driven his value down. You've really kind of leaked every deficiency with his game. Well, drops the ball a lot. Kind of a running back. You got to use him in this way. I mean, the rest of the league knows that. You feel that way too. And they have, if they feel like, boy, the Niners feel Deebo Samuel's being unreasonable and they don't even know why he's upset with them, well, then won't they have questions? I mean, you airing out your laundry with Deebo turns everyone off to Deebo. So if you thought you could say, like, privately, Deebo, you're not worth $25 million a year, and then turn around and be like, he's worth 2 first-round picks, like, how dumb do you think the rest of the league is? And that's the same problem you have with Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, you constantly blame him for everything that goes wrong with the team. You spend 3 years worth of first-round picks to replace him, and then you turn to the rest of the league and be like, this guy is a winner. He's so good. We like him so much.
Love him.
We cannot bear to part with him. Like, you're not that good of a salesman. I'm sorry. And they're not that dumb. I don't know why you try to pull this game. It's not winning. It's not working.
No, they're not good at evaluating what their players are worth to other teams by any means. And you're right. I mean, what you say and what you do are 2 different things. And the other thing is this: Deebo's agent represented the 2 other wide receivers that got traded on draft night. Okay. But nobody knew that they wanted to be traded. AJ Brown, there's still some questions there, but Marquise Brown requested a trade at the end of the season. Nobody knew. Nobody knew anything.
Nope.
So much like maybe Jimmy's agent, them holding off on the shoulder surgery the way they did, maybe Deebo's agent and Deebo miscalculated their trade request situation, because maybe if they had kept it under wraps, it would have been a much easier situation to get a trade off. So maybe that plays into it as well.
Yeah, it's like any team that wanted to trade for Deebo would have to understand, like, why are you mad at the Niners and why am I going to be different? And that was probably murky. So, Deebo, sorry. Double B Studio says Niners draft team pulling names out of a hat. Sorting hat.
Could you imagine they're in the draft room like, all right, come on. Ty Davis Price.
Who had Ty Davis Price? Oh, that's surprising. Nick says, just want to say your Tannehill video was amazing. Thank you. I was 100% serious.
That was so good.
Kyle will start TDP. He better start TDP. I don't know why you drafted him if not to start him. You better start that dude. Yep. Although it's going to be Jordan Mason.
Oh, and he better also be way better than Elijah Mitchell, because the Elijah Mitchell trash talk this whole offseason, as if this kid is not good and can't improve off of his rookie season, is way too rampant in Twitter. So he better be way better than what Elijah Mitchell is. I promise you, if he's not, you will not hear the end of it from me.
The thing with Mitchell is he was a really good fit with Jimmy, because Mitchell did his best work from when quarterback's under center. Like the tosses, Mitchell was money on those. But from the shotgun, I think he averaged 3.6 yards per carry. Maybe that would go up with Trey Lance. I feel like with Lance in the game, like the reason they're bringing in guys like Sermon and Ty Davis Price is because they know they're going to be doing a lot of shotgun running game, and that's not that. I mean, Mitchell was the toss guy. So I don't know. I think Mitchell's going to have a less of a workload and Deebo's going to have less of a workload. And the idea is to get Sermon and Ty Davis Price more involved, but we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't, they're going to go back to what does work. So,
well, and that's the other thing though, too, Grant, is I think both of us understand taking a running back. I mean, every mock I did, I had the 49ers taking a running back. It's just where you took him. If he's not there to be the guy, yeah, that too. If he's not there to be the guy, then you overspent. Like he has to be the guy at that pick. If he's not, and he's just one of the guys, then you way overspent.